All right. Hey, everybody. This is Eric from TopFlight Trades. It is July 18th, Saturday. Beautiful, warm, sunny morning here in Seattle. Hey, I'm starting this video just a few minutes early today. I forgot I have to wrap this up by about 10:45. So I pretty much wanted to, we're going to have Naor join us here in a little bit. But I want to kind of go through some of this other stuff that I go through with the weekly review here and kind of talk about some stuff before he gets here, because I know he hasn't been around in the last couple of weeks. So I know he'll be anxious to talk about some stocks. So pretty much decided to start here 10 minutes early, 7 minutes early, I'll kind of get this stuff out of the way. So basically, what have we got going? Well, if you don't know, my name is Eric from TopFlight Trades. I have a website, topflighttrades.com. We're also over at StockTwits. And we're also over at InvestFeed. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you're familiar with InvestFeed, but it's a new site over there. It's kind of like StockTwits, except you kind of take a lot of the noise out of it. Sorry about that. You kind of take a lot of the noise out of it. And then what you do is you're able to post your trades on there for your followers to view your trades. And of course, everything's recorded, so you can't do any after hours trading. It has to be live when you buy, when you sell, and it records your portfolio and your performance and everything like that and ranks you and that kind of thing. And anyway, so we're over there. It's a new site. It's become really popular. And we're ranked number 2 over there right now, actually. So I'm really excited about that. One of the reasons why, hold on. Excuse me a second. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Sorry. Anyways, where did you go? Okay, so anyways, that's what's going on over at InvestFeed, and so we're there. Sorry about that. I just got a message from my dad. He just texted me and he says he needs a ride, which I don't know what that's about. Of course, my family has vehicles and everything, but for some reason I'm thinking he's stuck. I don't know. He's going to write me back. So sorry for the distraction there. Anyway, so the reason why over at InvestFeed, oh my gosh. One of the reasons why over at InvestFeed we're doing well is because we're now taking a shorter view on the markets right now. The markets, which I'll get into here in a minute. We're going to take a look at the S&P, and I'll show you what I see in there. Okay, and for the last forever, I've been bullish in everything, but I'm now, with the market acting the way it is, trading sideways, not finding new highs, I'm now looking on the downside. And so already we've had a lot of profitable trades on that side. Anyway, so we've been playing a lot of stocks on the short side. So, and one thing I've been doing is kind of looking to see what we have out there, and starting to play those. And so we've had some really good stocks. A lot of the ones we've been watching have just really stunk and really have, I'll say, outperformed on the short side and pulled up some really good numbers. And so that's one thing, with the market. Again, I've been bullish for 6 years. The market's been bullish for 6 years. I mean, I can't say that I've been bullish for all 6 of those years, honestly, but we have the trend and it's heading upward. Right now, it's truly threatened. I think we're going to finally kind of pull over here. And I think in September, August, September is going to be a real challenging month for the bulls. I guess I'll say that. So what I'm doing is I'm preparing to play on the other side. So right now, myself, I have I think I have one long position and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 short positions right now. So that's kind of where I'm sitting. And so far, so good on those. Doesn't mean that a lot of these longs, these market leaders, these sector leaders aren't going to outperform even on the sideways market or down markets. Look at AMBA. a lot of others, they still perform. Doesn't mean that all stocks are going to do that. But again, if you look at, 75% of all stocks follow the general market. Okay. And so when the market is down, yeah, you're going to have your winners. You're going to have a few of them. They're going to just continue to climb. But again, most we're going to follow the market. And the same goes for the horrible companies out there who are losing money over and over and over. Sometimes when the market is up, they're still tanking. And those are the ones that I'm playing on the other side, So pretty much my strategy is quite simple. I look for the very best stocks, ones with the strongest sales, strong growth, high profits, innovative product, good management, industry or sector leader, just the best companies I can find out there. And I play different setups, technical setups, and often those do well. On the flip side of that, if I'm going to play short, I'm not going to play AMBA short because AMBA's the top. And it goes up on down days. I'm going to play the opposite. I'm playing stocks that their financials, their fundamentals just stink. I mean, even on a good day, these things are dropping, and those where I want to be. It's just that obvious. That's simple. And again, I find then going on the short side, I find these companies are just absolutely struggling, and then I just play the same setups, but backwards the other way down, on the way down. So like I like ascending triangle patterns. It's not the best pattern, but it's a bullish pattern. Well, if you're looking at a stock on the downside, I look for a descending triangle. The setups are very quite similar. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. And a lot of my effort is on the short side right now. So, and that's also kind of explains why I don't have any premium picks right now. I'm going to have to change something here. I think the problem with the premium picks is when we're in a bullish market, the premium picks, I want the absolute best. These are the stocks that, I'm putting my all in on finding these and making them. Of course, there's other stocks out there that I watch. Sometimes I even play other plays in addition to the premium picks. But the premium picks, these are the premium picks. So I don't just pick them randomly, and I take that very seriously. And we have not had any. Okay. And with the market turning, I can't really put all of it into a premium pick. I look at the premium pick. If I were to drop $100,000 on a stock, would I do it with that company? Maybe that's too much money, but you get the idea. I'm really, when I make a premium pick, I'm going to go all in on them. And that's how much pride I take into it and how much I invest in that pick. And so when the market's performing the way it is, I just don't have the confidence in doing that. And sure, again, we have AMBA breaking out. You got Google and you get some of these other companies. Sure, they play those and they do well, but not enough for me to make a premium pick. And so that's why we do not have any premium picks. But right now, we're doing really well on the short side. So I might be integrating premium picks. I have the short list on the website. If you've gone there, we'll look at that here in a minute. And I'll show you how well we've done in the last few months on the short list. It's not really my premium picks list, but so I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. The short list are kind of quick picks that I have on shorts, and they're doing really well. So we'll take a look at it. So anyways, that's why we don't have any premium picks right now. And I got to really figure this out, because if the market's changing and the market's going to correct for a while, we're certainly not going to have any premium picks for a while. So it's kind of where we're at with that. So, all right. So, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I'm sure Nayor's glad I got all that out of the way. All right. All right, let's jump over and look at some charts here. Okay, so I do have chat. Let me see. Okay, chat is there on the right side of your screen. You should see chat. And I think we have Q&A is also over there. Okay. I'm going to jump over to the screen share, and we're going to take a quick look here. What we're seeing. I think this is it right here. Okay. All right. So here is the S&P. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. I know it's small. Don't mind my indicators down here. If you want to know, I got the Stoke down here. I don't look at all the lines. But I got the ADX there, and I got the RSI and the Stoke. So, anyways, let me shoot this down a little bit. Now with the indicators, you know, again, I've mentioned before, there is no magical one that tells you that sees the future or anything like that. These all look at the past. None of them look into the future. So the indicators I have are nothing groundbreaking. There are no secret tools that, you know, so. Okay, so here's the S&P. So this is what we've been doing. So remember back here, this big dip. This is the October 15th, 16th, crap your pants week, month. And look at that. Just bounced right out of it. So obviously that tells you, and surprisingly, that really says a lot that, you know, wow, I had no idea that after we crossed the 200-day line there, I thought that the markets were pretty much done. All right, I got Neo looking for a link here. Let me find that. All right. Back to where I was. Okay. Okay, so anyways, this is where we're at. So obviously here, going back, it was June 16th. Which was this day right here? No, this guy. No, June 12th. Yeah, June 12th. This guy right here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. It was at this point, this guy right here, this red guy. This is the day that, well, we didn't have any more premium picks after this day, I think. I think it was the 12th was the last one we had. Or actually, it was the evening before. And anyways, we weren't making new highs, as you can see here. So coming back here again, going back to March, we came up to this level here, pulled back, did not get a new high. We did get a higher low. We rallied back, touched this line again, didn't do it, pulled back, went up, cleared it. Oh boy, I was excited there. I was thinking that, hey, we're off to the races now. And that was not the case. It failed, pulled back. All the way back down here to the 100-day. The 100-day is our blue line here. 50 days the gold. 200 days the purple. So I get the 100-day right here. We pulled back to that, kind of rode that for a little while there. Then here just a couple of weeks ago with Greece and everything else, this thing failed that. Dropped right down to the 200. And that was if you were long in a lot of positions, especially not strong companies, like I said, you know, most of the market felt that. A lot of people did. And you know, and that's right there. That's one of the reasons why, not that I saw that coming necessarily. I'm not claiming that, but that's why there's no premium picks. This market is just not performing. And I don't want to, you know, have premium picks and you know, post these stocks when this happens. Okay. I can't prevent it. I can't foresee the future or anything like that. But that's what the market, when you look at these charts, that's what they tell you. They're not moving, you know, it can easily break down. And it did. And, you know, that was a heck of a day. And some of the premium picks that we did have and currently hold, we stopped out a lot of them. Hey,
Larry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up?
Hey, just going over the S&P here.
Oh, I see.
So anyways, this day right here, we ended up closing out a lot of positions, stopped out on a few. During this time, I raised a lot of the stops in the premium picks list, adjusted them to kind of not necessarily trailing, but raised them up from the original purchase points and sized them up a bit. So if we did cross this line, we would be out with profits in a lot of them. And so we did close out on, I think, probably about almost 10. And then we had this over here after we closed down here underneath the 200-day. I thought we were done. But we've bounced back nicely here last week or so. Where do we go from here? Well, I gotta. Are you muted?
What?
Are you? Oh, it's got a lot of noise there. Anyway, so looking back here on the S&P, we bounced back nicely, and we went right through this line here. But what I'm afraid of is just not looking very strong to me. I don't think we're going to find new highs. I'm thinking we're going to come right back up to this line right here. And I think next week's going to be red or sideways. I don't think we're going to just continue plowing right through here. We've already had, what is that? 5 out of 6 days have been green here. Anyways, nice nice move back off the 200-day, right back up to our resistance right now. And I don't think we're going to have enough push to go beyond it. I think we'll probably trade sideways some more. So we could see a pullback there. So let's take a look at the NASDAQ. That's not, where'd it go? That's not it, NASDAQ. Here we go. Okay, so NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ's looking a little bit better. Now, looking at the linear regression here, we are at the top of that channel right now, and that's where it's come up and stopped. But the NASDAQ's definitely been finding new highs and finding lower lows here, as you can see. But this is quite a run on the NASDAQ. So keep an eye on that. And then we have the laggard, the Dow. So you can see in the linear regression, it is sloping downward a bit. Doesn't mean too much. It's certainly sideways, downward sloping. We're not making new highs at all right now. We're making lower lows. And if next week is red, more sideways or worse, this is going to continue heading downward. That is that on that. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking next week. I'm thinking next week we're not going to be all green. That's for sure. I think that we're going to be trading. Perhaps we'll have some good days, bad days, or it could be just the weekend's just got here. So who knows what kind of news we're going to have over the weekend. Of course, you have China, you got, Greece, and Iran. They had the Iran deal is something else. And, the problem with Iran is they're now going to be opened up to be producing oil. And what do they claim that they can produce is 1 million barrels a day or is a week? I don't remember what it is. But they're definitely more than willing to flood the market with oil, and that's going to drive oil prices down. That's going to hurt all the oil producers that we have here in the States. It's going to hurt everybody else over there, and that's why we see definitely some heartburn over that politically around the world. But some people are excited for him, and others do not want that at all. And I bet Nayor probably has an opinion on all that as well, don't you, Nayor?
Well.
Hey, get closer to your mic.
Nasdaq gonna be interesting. I think there is a potential breakout.
With who? With the S&P?
Nasdaq.
Oh, Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have here. I kind of drew this resistance line here in the last few months. Kind of S&P broke through, S&P broke through theirs and failed, but we popped right out of it, and we're in a new ground right now. So let's see if this, we'll see how much this can continue if it does.
Yeah, it can continue. Why not?
I think if anything, if this does pull back, it'll come back down here to its new support, just like we see in a lot of breakouts past, through resistance. If they don't continue, they'll often pull back, touch the new support, and then bounce. So if next week is red, or we could see it pull back here for the week, and then the week after that go. I mean, who knows? So
nice. Okay.
You still don't. You got to change your webcam picture. That's the stupidest picture.
What picture?
Of the one-eyed alien guy. Don't you have a better picture of yourself you can put on there?
What? I don't understand what picture you're talking about.
When you speak with Google, your icon is a blue alien. So whenever you speak,
I
it
see
says
that.
webcam max. You gotta get rid of that thing. You have a picture of yourself you can put in? You have to do it the second, but you should change it for next time.
I will.
Yeah. Or put something there besides that stupid blue guy.
You don't like aliens. Okay, I understand that.
You don't like what?
Aliens.
Oh, yeah. No reason to, I guess. All right. Hey, I'm just going to shoot through. I got a few here to look at. I jumped ahead, Nayor. I started about 7-8 minutes early, just because I kind of wanted to mention a couple things about the premium picks. And basically all I said is that the way the market's moving, I haven't had a premium pick in a month now.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. The last premium pick was back here a month ago, and we weren't finding new highs. I was kind of thinking that maybe this run would give us, we'd go, and it failed. And I was like, that's it, because we're still not going anywhere. And just didn't have a lot of confidence in those those strong picks to post them as premium picks. And it was a good thing because they're, a couple weeks later, we dropped down to the 200-day with the grease thing. And, it's nice to see us coming back. But I've been playing a lot on the short side right now too. So anyways, I'll go through a few of those, what I'm looking at, what I'm holding right now. I'll shoot through them real quick. And then you got some you want to look at, right?
Yeah, they bought some stocks, yeah.
Okay, so let me shoot through these.
Netflix. Oh,
Netflix
my God.
Right now. Okay, let's look at Netflix. Wow. Okay.
Now we missed that, man. We missed that.
Yeah. I've never played Netflix. That's not a reason not to get into it, but I've never played Netflix before. So are you in Netflix? Did you play this?
No, I'm stupid.
Not stupid. Why would you be? It's an earnings play. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that earnings plays are stupid. This could go just right the opposite way, and you'd be down 20%.
Yeah, but Netflix is a good company. I mean, they had good future after the split. I mean, it was a good play.
I think we talked about this before, but I know you have a lot of capital to work with. But do you ever, on these I don't want to say play it safe, but on some of these, do you ever just enter with, let's say, $1,000 instead of 10 or more? I mean, when you buy stock, do you always have to go in on large amounts?
No, I
having
don't.
Few positions with a lot of capital versus having many positions with a little bit of capital.
Yeah, but I was thinking about it. I have like 17, 18 grants. Okay. Now, if I put just $1,000, even if the stock goes up a lot, it's not that much profit. So
well, maybe not 1,000, but let's say 2. I mean, but I think we talked before, and you were looking at putting like 10,000 at a stock, and it was more than 5. I don't remember, but anyways, I was just kind of curious when you see these. You don't have to. You don't have to play all that money. I mean, you could.
Yeah, you're right.
Even if you just earned a few $100, I mean, you play like $2,000 and say you get a quick 10% out of it in a few weeks, couple weeks, it's a couple $100. A couple $100 is a couple $100.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. Of course, it's money. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm looking for the big play. I haven't found a big play yet. That's why.
Yeah.
But you're right. I need to focus on making the money, any money, like that. That's right. You want to start with your stocks, or you want me to start?
I'll shoot through them real quick here. I have a few. I'll just show you what I'm holding right now. And again, a lot of these are option plays that I'm doing. I'm not really necessarily posting all these and sharing these under. A lot of these are on the short list that I post on the site. So first one is RI DV. Okay, I'm short on this one. So it's a private educational outfit. Next one. Let me zoom out a little bit here and kind of see a little bit better. So FCX, Freeport McMoran. So it's metal mining, basic materials. They got earnings coming up next week. What's that?
You have a put or call on it?
Put. I have only one call right now, and I have 12 puts. I'm 90% on the short side right now.
Bear.
And of course, with the contracts, the expirations I have on them, I have a few August, but most of them are September, October, even just November, December. So they're long term, and so I think that on the long term, I'm expecting to see some movement here, definitely on the downside. Over the not next week necessarily, but over definitely into September. I think that we're gonna definitely see some trouble in the markets on the downside. But anyways, FCX, I'm in that one.
Report MC Moran.
AEE is a new one. I mean, look at this setup here.
Nice. I understand you.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the channel there. The RSI did not make new high. It's just starting to. Let me pull this up a little bit. We can see a little bit better in the RSI. Okay, so the RSI did not make a new high, and it's starting to roll over a bit. So, and it's top of the channel. So I'm thinking it'll pull back down. We'll see. And a lot of these, again, see, that's kind of like what I talked about, like with you know, how much capital, how much money you put in on a lot of these. I have a lot of positions right now, but it's not a lot of money because I'm still kind of learning. You know, I'm looking at these setups, and so even with the options, you can still earn good money. But for each of these, I'm only buying, you know, a small handful of contracts. I'm not buying 20 contracts. I'm buying 5. Sometimes on a couple of them, more of the premium ones, I'm buying, you know, 2 contracts, maybe even 1. I'm not playing a lot of money out there. I'm kind of working it and seeing here. And I'm playing on the short side, but all my setups have been on the long side for years. And so I'm kind of honing the setups here on the short side. So yeah, I'm not playing with a lot of money on these, just a few $100 in options. Next one, BDSI. Okay, so this one, I think I got in right back here. It went down, and I'm expecting it to go to further. This company just absolutely stinks. It's a
so
bio.
many green days.
Yeah, so it's so actually what I realized I did, which is one of my rules that I had broken. I realized that after the fact, I bought more options up here on the puts. They were cheaper. And so basically what I did was I didn't intentionally do it, but I actually kind of doubled down, which is something you never, ever do. If you buy a stock and you want it to go up and it goes down, and then people just say, I'm just going to average out, and they throw more money at it. You don't want to keep throwing money at a losing stock. I'm not calling this a losing stock, but
you did that.
Well, what I did, I'm still expecting this to pull back. But as this thing rises, the put option contracts got really cheap because they're just cheap. So I picked it up for pennies up here. So I'm still expecting it to pull back. So
okay,
but yeah,
don't you think it's gonna fill the gap?
No.
Okay.
No, this company stinks. Earnings estimate 30 cents loss coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's worsening. So I mean, yeah, this company fundamentally is the opposite. These companies stink. They're not the best, they're the worst.
I don't know if you say so, then I hope they go down.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, hey, this is a bio though. I mean, this thing could just absolutely take off, and then I'll be wrong. But you know, but looking at the technicals, yeah, I'm still thinking we'll get this thing, especially with earnings coming up. I'm playing this through earnings, so who knows? Yeah. It's a crapshoot. But anyways, I scored more contracts up here on the cheap side. So if I'm right, then it'll be really great, and if not, then it won't be so bad. What do we got? MBT. Okay, this is one on the short side. So you can pretty much see what we're looking at here. This thing just continues. And then Friday just continued with that and was down there 3.7%. This thing's currently at $8.30.
When you open your put position, when did you open it?
I think it was right over here.
Okay, now how much money did you put in it, for example?
Oh, the contract was $135, and I either bought 1 or 2. So $135 or $270.
What is your profit, for example, right now?
I think I'm up like 10%.
10%?
Yeah.
Of what?
Well, I don't remember if I bought 1 or 2 contracts with this one. Actually, I could have bought 5, but I think it's 2. So it's $270. And right now, the expiration I have on this is September. So let me zoom out here.
Yeah, but nobody waits for the expiration.
No. Nope. But I look at where I expect this thing to go. Now it can come back down to this channel and bounce, but this company.
I will tell you why I'm asking, because usually when I know somebody played the put or a call on a stock that goes down 4%, that's a lot of money usually in options. That's why I'm asking. I'm not sure how much money you've made.
Well, what I've discovered, and you know, with the options, of course, that's something I'm still learning too. Is, I mean, if you play a cheaper stock, the options, they'll go down 20% in a day, but the options are based on the value of the movement in dollars. When you look at the delta, isn't the delta is a measurement on how much the option price will move versus the movement per dollar. Okay, so if say you have you wouldn't have it, but let's say you have an option in a stock that's $1. It's, the stock price is $1 and it goes down 10 cents. You're like, wow, 10% move. Doesn't mean that the option price did that. So basically the higher the price, the more dollar movement you have, the average movement is going to help determine the option price. So when you look at that, like that Google example I sent you yesterday, I mean, that was in, what's that, $500-600? Yeah, it cleared 600 from 570 or something like that. That went up $40. Well, I mean, look at the multiple on it. The other example here, this is kind of how I learned this, sort of, MCF. This is one that I'm holding. I've been in this back to from here, back at like 15, 16.
That's
and but I've been in and out of it several times. But you'd think, I mean, so it's only down, let's say it's down $5. I've made money on this, but I wouldn't say that. You'd think this would just be a killer, but it hasn't been.
Oh.
Because it hasn't dropped that hard. And then you have to take the time value of the dollar, of the option that deteriorates each day. And this stock has to outperform that. So your option price is already declining each day. And so the stock that you bought the option for has to keep pace with it. So this thing can just steadily go down a nickel a day, and you could say, hey, it's going down, going down, but it doesn't keep up with the option price deterioration. It's kind of hard. But so the answer that I've determined is the option pricing that you want to see is based on the movement, 50 cents, not the 5%. So yesterday was a good move for this one. It was a $0.50.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's why you make more of a killing, from what I'm understanding, off higher priced stocks, because you're going to probably get more dollar movement. 5% on Google is a lot of dollars price range, but for a penny stock, it's 3 cents, and it, yeah. So anyways, okay, so it's MBT. So yes, I'm still expecting this to drop, and I'll probably get at least 50% out of it. If it comes down to here, I'll be at 50%. If it drops radically, it'll be even more. And I plan to hold this for longer. See, I'll buy multiple contracts, and I'll just start phasing out. So if I get down here and I hit, let's say 50%, I'll probably sell one of them, take my profits, and I'll let the other one run. And then we'll get earnings, and this thing could probably just tank even more in earnings and come down to $5, and that'd be really good. And then I'd be like, hey. So we'll see about that. Another one is NUSA. This is News Core. I have a put on this one. I think I got in right over here one of these days. Same thing, came down, not far enough. We've come back up here. So I'm hoping it respects this channel here. And now next week, like the S&P and everything else, it looks to me like they've all come up to resistance. That we're going to bounce off this next week. And we got earnings coming up. 6 cents is what's expected. This company just stinks as well. So that's where I'm at with that one. But this is my one call that I have long that remains. And I got it back here. This was a premium pick. So I played it back on this breakout. No, I didn't. I originally played it back there. I got in back over here, I think. Yeah, I played this breakout. My option I'm currently holding, I didn't buy it in April. I played it once before. I played this one over here. So back in June. And and then it dropped down to the 100-day. And so now we're starting to climb out of it. So I'm in the hole on this one. I think I am probably totally, I probably was probably about $400, $500. And I'm probably down about 50% on it, which is I'm right at my sell.
Eric, have you heard of the 35 years cup and handle of the silver price?
Silver cup and handle?
Yeah. 35 years cup and handle.
That's how long the pattern's been developing?
Yeah, 35 years.
Wow.
Check it out. You can chart it.
What is there? Which ticker?
It's the silver price.
All right, I don't have. Let me see.
Go to commodities, and you have the.
I don't know if TradingView has it. I got to look here. I'm on another machine.
I checked that. Click on the search.
Where's search?
No, like search. Yes, here.
What the hell
type silver, but don't click enter. And click on this one. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the yearly.
Click monthly.
Oh, monthly.
Now it doesn't look so well on TradingView, but if you see there is some cap and handle.
What other view do we have? Oh, monthly is it, isn't it? What if we go? Let me check this. Let me look at 6 months.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
No.
Try this again.
You got to have a premium.
Yeah, I don't have premium on this one. So
yeah.
So 35 years. So it looks like this right here, going back to 1984.
Now there is there are very small candlesticks that is aligned with the resistance in 2013. You can barely see them. If you zoom, you can see them in back in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, I see all these.
Yeah, they're very nice. You see them go up, go up, go up. You see there is a small candlestick there?
Yeah, way up here.
Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, I did just spot that. So let me, sorry, let me zoom back out again. So yeah, if you look at this up, there's your cup.
Now people expect it to boom, go up, but I don't know.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, pretty interesting. So it's down there on the monthly. It's down here testing the 200-month line. That's crazy. 200-month line.
Wait, I will show you how it looks in not. Wait.
Oh crap! Hey, let's go through your stocks. I gotta get going here in a few.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was 10:30 real quick.
Let's go with QCOM.
Okay, here's one that I'm watching here for next week. Looking to short this one, but we'll see. It's priced pretty low. So okay, so which ones you want to look at? QCOM. All your positions are long?
Yeah.
So we talked about this one not long ago.
Yes.
Well, going back earlier. I'm looking at our line we drew here, and it totally failed that. It's amazing though when you see these support get failed, just how bad it fails. I mean, it doesn't just trade sideways. This thing just all the way back down. Look at that. Okay, so you're looking long on this one, huh? Wow. What's your target? What are you thinking of? You're going to come up here to the moving averages?
Yes, exactly.
So we got, I would think that, you got the moving average, you got the 50-day here. That's currently at 66. You get the 100-day at 68. And of course, the 200-day at 70. Yeah, if you average those out, that would bring you to perhaps the closer to the top of the channel here, about the 100-day. And then I have another line drawn in here. What is this? Oh, okay. let me look at weekly here. Sorry. Okay, here's, see this line here. Yeah. Okay, so let me fix that. So there's your targets. So well, that only goes to 66, 67.
Yeah.
But there's a line. It's pretty much almost parallel, meets up right with the linear regression channel and the 100-day. So are you thinking you want to get more than $3 out of this?
Yeah. No, I don't mind getting $3 for it. But it just filled the gap, so maybe it was enough for it to go back down. So I'm not sure. Just for the gap.
Oh, here's earnings. 4 days.
Oh fuck! I haven't noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
No, no. Then let's keep it. I didn't know the earnings. Let's go with Yuko.
Which one?
Yuko.
Q Core?
Yuko.
Spell it.
Oh, Yuku?
Oh, Yuku.
Yuku.
Yuku? No, Yoku.
Yeah.
Yoku. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow, Yoku. This looks like a fun one. Looks like a roller coaster. Wow. I mean, looking at this, you'd say, hey, this looks like a good, got some nice support down here and gonna get a nice bounce out of it. This thing's just gonna run. Let's look at the weekly. Here's the weekly.
Yeah, it's directly affected by the Asian market, so yeah. Well, I see some cap and handle maybe in the weekly, I don't know.
Yeah, if this can definitely find a newer low, a higher low here, you know, let's definitely start to see some movement there.
Well, another question is, what is your prediction about the Asian market for next week?
Oh boy, I don't know. I've been watching the Shanghai a bit, and that's been all over the place. I saw that here a few Fridays ago. It's already been 3 weeks. Yeah, it was down 7.6% on a Friday. Then that Monday rolled around, it was down another like 5. And I saw somebody had pointed that out, and it was surprising, and not everybody really noticed it until a few more days later. Then I started reading about it a little bit on the web, what was going on. And yeah, they were having some real problems over there, and it's certainly not over with yet, but I've kept my eye on it, and I've seen where they've been back up, you know, one day like 3%. I mean, it's just all over the place. It seems like I don't follow the Shanghai really closely or anything, but and then we know that excuse me, that China has they halted trading on a lot of companies, a lot of stocks. And I believe I heard this week that still like 2/3 of them can't trade right now. So they haven't fully opened the markets up. And the Chinese government was throwing capital at the markets to keep the stocks propped up. They were buying kind of their own bailout, I guess you could say. And yeah, I don't follow the Asian markets that closely, but certainly when there's major changes like that and the market's down 7%, that gets my attention on, you know, the futures. And, you know, in the morning, basically in the mornings when I get up and I look, I'll see how the markets did last night and, you know, what's going on and what's going to affect our day. Okay, I see your chart there. Wow. Let me throw it on the other screen here. Yeah, but no, it's enough I keep an eye on it. You know, again, I don't follow the news and all that, but I got to be aware of what's going on. And there's something in the world that's really troubling. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Oops, where'd it go?
Yeah, I mean, Yoko is kind of affected directly by
yeah, that's a pretty wild chart here.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it goes back to 1980. Multi-decade bullish cup and handle. Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. And then there's the support that they identified. Yeah, that's got to hold. Cool. I'm gonna save that. Oh wait. Oh, here it is. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, I like Yoku here. I'd want to see it. Give it another day, see if this thing can move. But I mean, up $1.25, up 6% here on Friday. It's kind of it's going to get some good movement out of it. It's kind of hard to watch it come up and prove itself to you, because then you say, "Oh, I just lost out on 5%." But I definitely want to see this thing move.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now it's kind of trading sideways. We are above the moving average. We're above the 100 day, above the 200 day. We're at the bottom of this channel. But yeah, it's got to start moving here. But when you're at the bottom of a channel like this, you can put in a fairly tight stop.
It looks like a tight stop, but I think it's moving sideways. But every day it moves like 7%,
Yeah.
8%. It's
Wow.
crazy. It's not as small as it looks like.
Wait a minute. Okay, I just looking at this headline over here, and if you can see it says Yoku Todo stock closed down as China market fell. I read that wrong. I thought it said it was like it stopped trading. I'm like, oh boy. No, it just closed down because of the markets. Okay.
It closed up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's from a couple days ago. I just misread that is all. So looking at this, I mean, going back to your classic setups here with the Stoke and the RSI, a lot of people look at this and they'd say it's clearly, oversold. But looking at the Stoke, I got it down here. We're down here. We just crossed up above 30. RSI is low. It's heading back up.
There is another thing I'm looking at on Yoko is the MACD.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to add that.
Let me see if I can. Yeah. So yeah, here's a MACD. It's starting to cross over down here too. So yeah, that's definitely. I mean, looking at this price action, that's definitely what you'd expect. This is what's so kind of cool about this chart. Yeah. So yeah, if that's the kind of play that you like and play a lot, there's probably a lot of people just drooling over this right now.
I really want to play it.
Mm-hmm. Let's play it.
Yeah, I will probably start with 1,000. I will on Monday, but I don't know what's gonna be happening with the Asian market, and it kind of affects you directly. I mean, it's very risky.
Yeah.
Price.
Yeah. I would put a stop. You got the purple here, the 200 day seems to be holding that somewhat. It didn't back here, obviously, but again, that's one good thing about playing these bottom plays on support is you can put your stop pretty tight. I mean, if it breaches this, it fails this, you're going to know pretty quickly that your setup's no longer valid. You know what I mean?
Like 7%. It's not that tight.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is it's at $20. So coming down here to 18.50.
Yeah.
Well, that's a significant price difference. But I don't know. You'll just have to play it. But I mean, but one thing's for sure though, if this comes down here and closes underneath the 200 day, your setup's broken. I mean, you're going to know it's going to cost, but but at the same time, this thing just pops up here to 24. Well, now you're going to be up 20%. I mean, you got a lot of room on the upside. I mean, you can go up to 36.
1,000.
Huh?
I can start with 1,000. It's time to
Yeah, absolutely. Start with $1,000. Set a target. Let this thing prove itself to you. Let it come up to like 22, 23. And if you like what you see, then add more. Yeah.
So next one is MU.
MU.
Yeah, this one is more a bit more risky, I guess. MU, one moment.
Okay. Yeah. MU fundamentally is very poorly rated. It's an E. There is no investor demand. It's like 0. Yeah, it's pretty poor. Because of that, I would have a hard time finding confidence that this thing's going to go. But again, that's kind of like what I fall on. I look at, you have the fundamentals and you got the technicals, and the technicals can be there, but then you got to look, is there an engine under the hood? I mean, it's the company. What are they doing? This was missed earnings by 5%. They let everybody know it. It went from 20, call it 24 to 20, down to 17. Yeah, geez, I don't know. And again, in my mind, I think next week's going to be red. So what's that going to give us if that's the case? It's just going to show that right there. It's going to come up to that point. You see it right there. It's going to come up to that point and bounce right off it. I don't think it's going to fill this gap yet. It might later. I don't know, but that's my take on it. I don't think it's going to, you never know. I don't see the future, but I just don't think, again, with the fundamentals that poor, and there's no investor demand. That's the problem. It was at zero. Yeah. Institutions aren't buying. Relative strength is.
Let's go then to a more famous MS.
Morgan Stanley. Oh, look at this. Okay. All right. There we go. This looks good. So it's at 40. Wow. So yeah, next week could get some good movement out of this. The markets are up. Earnings. Look at that. 2 days.
Yeah, I want to play the earnings. I mean, well, but I don't know fundamentally much about them. I know they're a successful investor firm. And the technical is interesting. That's for sure. What do you think?
I see it's rated a C. It's kind of middle of the road here. Investor demand is above average. Financial strength is poor. Industry strength is above average. Price strength is above average.
What is poor?
Financial strength and earning strength. Well, if earning strength is below average, then I would be a little. I wonder how well the earnings estimate is adjusted. Last earnings estimate, it beat it, 85 cents versus the estimate of 79. And right now it's been lowered to 73. So, who knows? Let me move that. So looking at the RSI here, I would definitely love it to see it get above this point, get above the line there. Kind of see through here. This is what we were looking at it before. I think we're talking about this. It's held that line, and then it finally failed it. But now we're climbing back up, obviously. If this doesn't go anywhere, it'll bounce off this line. The support will now be resistance, of course. And then we could see it bounce right off this and continue downward, especially if earnings are bad. But, if earnings are just right around the corner, that can just shoot this either way. It just really kind of throws everything out. Yeah.
What would you do with them?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I like the setup. I would definitely want to see it close up above into this area. Let it see it truly break out. I wouldn't buy it yet because it closed right at resistance. Earnings play absolutely right around the corner on Tuesday. Look at the volume. Average volume 8.7 million. That's a lot of volume, obviously. And boy, if this thing's down, this thing could really pop downward or collapse or pop upward. I mean, yeah, it's a tough one. Again, I normally don't play earnings a lot. Sometimes I do. I've done well a few times on them. I've been burned probably a few more times. Yeah, I'm not the earnings play guy. That's for sure.
Well, Netflix was worth it, but I fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go with NCR.
NCI,
NCR.
NCR, NCR. Okay. NCR Core Software. All right. Well,
That is an interesting MACD play as well.
yeah. Well, I'm sure you see what I see here. Something like that. However you want to draw it. But we got this low, this low, this low, and now we have here. And then what do we got above us? Not very solid, but you can see we got some problems in this area. Kind of come up, touch that, well, close to touch, touch, through, fail, fail, fail. But you know, look at this movement here, right in between earnings, just popped. That's nice. So, what do you know about this company? Anything?
Nothing at all. But the long shadow on Friday was interesting.
Yeah. Wow. It's quite a wick on the top side there for Friday.
Also, I think it looks good for a buy. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we're right at the bottom here. As long as it holds support.
I'm not sure if we should be concerned about the long shadow though, because I don't know. The bears pushed it down.
Let's look at the hourly. Wow, look at the last hour. Look at the wick on that. It was a battle. Let's look at the 15-minute.
What?
Okay, so I don't know what happened here. There could have been. Let's look at the 5-minute and see what. Wow.
No, seriously, what
So
happened?
it popped, pulled back a little bit, popped more. Then he even got a little gap up there, and then just pulled right back down. 32.
Nice. Look at the news. Also, 6 moves to keep an eye on next week.
Yeah.
Oh, it went up because some Thomas Bravo bid report. So.
Yeah, well, that'd be one to watch for next week.
Just watch.
Well, here's earnings in 10 days.
There is enough time to the earnings. Goes up, we can make money. But
if the markets are green next week, I would think that this thing would move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would rely on the markets. You know, Monday morning getting up. You know, what are the futures looking like? Are we going to be green or are we red today? I mean, if it's red, I wouldn't get near it. But if it's just because we can easily break through support here and then everything's lost as far as this setup. I mean, it could come back down to the linear regression channel, you know, right back down to this, you know, this lower line here. It doesn't have to necessarily respect this support line that we've drawn. I mean, there's a few points there, but I mean, it could drop down even further.
It has to respect.
It has to?
Yes.
Well, that would be nice because that would give us some certainty, but we don't know what the markets are going to do. But if the markets are green and this thing's like looking good in the morning, yeah, I'd probably get a good play.
Do you know what really kills me? Well, let's say the market is green. I mean, the pre-market gonna go up, and then when the market opens, it doesn't have so much to go up anymore, so I lose the opportunity.
Yep. Yeah, the pre-markets. Yeah, I'm always very cautious on the pre-markets. And what I always imagine with the pre-markets, I guess I always imagine that the people obviously they think they know something or they do know something. They're either right or wrong, obviously. If there's a lot of volume, a lot of movement, and it's clearly just climbing, something's going on. But if there's a few orders that are, usually the spread is out of control, after hours. I'm looking at like right here on my other screen, I got BDSI. The spread is $1.88. The
But
stock is currently at 964.
I'm thinking how the market would look like without pre-market.
I wish it'd just be open all the time.
Nah, that's not good.
That'd be fun. I'd never leave the house.
When do you rest?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, pre-market stuff, it depends. I mean, if it's like, I mean, if there's information that's out there that hasn't been released yet, and you're going to see the volume, you're going to see the price action pre-market. Yes, something's up. But if it's just light, and then there's like a buy that's up, you know, it's just it doesn't never amount to anything. It doesn't mean anything. But if it's Apple the night before earnings and you see it pre-market, it's just taken off. Yeah, probably because somebody knows something, and you're really seeing the volume and the action. But then that doesn't mean anything when it opens up, because those you're going to have a lot of people who already see that pre-market movement, and they're saying, "Hey, I'll take that," and they're going to sell. I mean, it's just like when there's people buying, there's people selling. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, that's, you look at NCR here, you look back here on the 15th, whenever that was, this big green day here. People are like, sweet, I am up. I'm taking my profits off the table. And apparently more than the buyers did that, because everybody sold. And they brought it right back down. And so when you get these things that pop, that there are people that say, thank you, I'll take my 10% and I'm out of here.
So what you got Monday with NCR?
What about Monday at NCR? I would see what the markets are doing. I mean, certainly I would absolutely wait to see if the markets are green. If things are all roses Monday morning, the pre-market, the futures are green, everything's looking good, I would wait till the open. I wouldn't buy right at the open. I'd probably wait, like I always usually do, wait 15, 20 minutes in, because right out of the gate, these things are crazy. I usually don't play stocks right out of the gate, because
but don't you lose the opportunity when you just do that 15? I mean, let's say
No.
it goes 3-4%, you will lose the opportunity. Then what is the chance it's going to go more?
No, because what happens is, this is an old lesson learned. And what I used to do years ago, especially trading crappy stocks, even penny stocks, lower price stocks, there's a lot of hype. Okay. And what I would do is, I'm like, oh, I can't wait. I'm going to get in this company, NCR, first thing Monday morning. And boy, Monday morning at the opening bell rolls around, I got my order in, and I get it in, and it gets filled. And all of a sudden, it's a lot of pre-market action. And then all of a sudden it opens up, and I buy at the top, not knowing it. And then it pulls back, and then it never recovers. And then you look back at the day and you say, I was the guy who bought at the highest point of the day. So out of the gate, sometimes it'll pop. I mean, just like the NCR here. Oops, I just moved the line. NCR here on the daily. Just pretend this is right out of the gate in the morning. And you're like, it's taken off. Oh my gosh, this is a 1 minute chart. And you're the guy who bought right here. Sweet. And then it pulls back. And so what I've noticed in the mornings, when you watch all your stocks that you're watching, if you're watching them closely on like a 1 minute, even 1 minute chart, is where you'll see it. They'll often take off strong, and then about 15 minutes later, they'll pull back. Sometimes the pullback will be done in 15, 20 minutes. But I mean, right out of the gate, it's just exaggerated. It shoots one direction. Sometimes your stock might even out of the gate tank, and you're like, crap. And then people sell. No, give it 15 minutes, because what happens so often is the opposite. It'll tank, and you're watching it and you're going, oh no, what's going on? I'm down 2%. And just give it a minute, and it'll finally kind of find a short-term base there, and it'll bounce back. You come back 3 hours later and it's green. So it's the early morning fake out, and it's the same thing on the upside. You see it shooting out of the gate, and people are like, buy, 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 buy. And it really doesn't have it. And then it pulls back, and next thing you know, you close down, you close red, and you're the guy that's way up here. So I usually wait 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. And it's just remember that. So if you're watching, doesn't matter what stock it is. Sometimes, the strong ones just take off and they just never look back. But so many of them, though, that you'll watch them, and, you get 15, 20 minutes into the day, and you'll see a change in the chart on the 1 minute. It's just interesting. Just always keep that in mind. And ever since I discovered that, I watch it all the time, and I can't believe it. And I used to always be the guy who'd get caught out of the gate. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's just my theory. That's just something I've learned over the years.
Well, that's all my stocks basically.
Okay.
Yuku is the most interesting for me on
Yeah.
Monday. I
Yoku.
will definitely check the Asian market as well, see what's up.
Yeah, I like Yoku. Did I look at their, let's see what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, I have the advantage because the Asian market opens, I think, much sooner than the Wall Street. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, they open up. Well, they usually open up after us.
Oh, it opens after Wall Street.
Well, I'm trying to think as far as the start of the week. Where do they start?
Oh yeah.
No, I.
Oh, they think it opens.
Well,
No, wait.
as far as the during the week, when the U.S. markets close, then is it like then that at night where I'm at, and then it's nighttime. That's when the Asian markets open up, and then the European markets open up. For you, it's like 3 a.m. here, right?
Yeah, but well, I can according to what happened. Wait, what's going to happen in Monday, for example? Which market is going to be open first on Monday? This Monday, it's going to be
Um,
Wall Street. That's the question. I'm confused. Let me see. Oh, okay. I think I know the answer, Eric. Eric? Hello? I cannot hear you if you're speaking. Hello? Hello? I could. Yeah. Eric? Hello?
Hey, you there?
Hello, yeah. What
Oh,
happened?
my Google Chrome crashed.
Oh,
Sorry about
okay.
that. Yeah, my Google Chrome crashed. I got a black screen, and then I'm running an Apple, and it rebooted. And I just got back, and I was trying to say that I'd lose the whole video, and it was still running because you're still sitting here. So,
Yes.
all right. Well, hopefully, good. Hopefully, I can capture this and have it posted. So, all right, man. I got to kick it. It's already after 11. Um, I'll be around. Well, we already went through all the stocks you want to look at, right? If you still there?
What?
Hey, if you have more stocks you want to
Well,
look
you're
at, send me a message tomorrow, and maybe if you're around,
Oh,
we can meet up again and look over some more stocks.
yeah, I will see what the I will see if I have more. About the Asian market, I see that right now in Asia it's July 19, so it means on Monday they open before Wall Street.
Yeah,
So I can see what happened there and then invest in Yoko accordingly.
yeah, yeah. We'll see. Yeah, like I say, yeah, I do try to keep a pretty good eye on the world right now with everything.
Okay.
You know, used to be able to overlook it. Well, not really overlook it, but everything was always just fine and going along just great. But a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. So, anyways, so if you're around tomorrow, send me a message. We'll see if I'm around, and if not, we can meet back up on here and look at some more. Um, yeah. Now your computer crashed. Okay. 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 Sounds good, Nayor. So we'll look for you. Anyways, if you're around tomorrow, look for me. If not, I'll see you later. Okay, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Boy, we live in a digital world, and sometimes you just got to deal with it. So, thanks a lot for watching. This is Eric from TopFlight Trades. I'll post this video. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on our website at topflighttrades.com. And also tomorrow, I will be updating all of our lists at Top Flight Trades, which include our industry leaders, stocks with reaching new highs, and those with a strong strength, as well as updating the short list. Go to topflighttrades.com and you'll see all the lists we have there. And the short list has really just been smoking hot right now. Really quickly, while I'll mention it here on some of our July short lists, we had HSC, we're up 11%, NES, we're up 27%, MBT up 8%, TSU up 10%, Maxwell, MXWL up 13%, and we just added VRA, MCF. MCF continues to be good for us. Of course, PVA, we're up, 30% on that one. CCG and NM. So, all right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. This is Eric from Top Flight Trades. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the weekend with your family and get off the computer and go outside and have fun. We'll look for you later. Thanks a lot. Bye.